Hi all, thanks for joining the call. Let's give 2 more minutes for others to join. Then we can quickly start it. Alright, let's get started. Seems we'll join in some time. Okay, let's get started for now. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, you guys able to see my screen? Okay, so after this class, I will. Yesterday, I forgot to share you the document. So how to set up this database free edition. Okay, but today's after this class, I will give you. I will show you the that thing. Okay, I will show you how to set up that. Okay, so how I reach this is like the moment I gave all the I will give you all the steps involved to create this document. Okay, so the moment you create the document, uh, create the databricks. Okay. Mm, just a second. I'm audible, right? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. Now, okay. So I will show you how to do that. Okay. But for now, how after opening this page. Okay. So that's how everything in place. Okay. After opening this page, just go here and click on this plus new button. Okay. Then you will find a notebook option here. Just click on that notebook option. That's it. Okay, then I'm giving you all the queries. I hope you will go through these queries and start practicing at least once, at least run query at least once. That's it. Okay, so this is the what the query. Okay, this is how you need to come here and see this. Okay, just setting up this thing is very easy. Just 5 to 6 steps involved there. That's it. So if you set up this, then everything you have everything here. I will show you the first query how the Spark and all will start working. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, I have everything ready. Just we will just go through how things work. So we told you right, Spark session is the main entry point for the Spark facilities, right? So by default, this Databricks is going to provide you those Spark features. But here, we are just if you wanted to change anything. Let's say currently I'm going with Spark demo. So if you want to change names or if you want to do anything, any changes to that Spark session, so then we will use this Spark session. Okay, we'll use this Spark session to dot builder means it will build a Spark session. The app name means for this entire Spark session, you will give some name to it. Okay, that name and get or create. It will either get that if it's already exists, it will get that or it will create that. Okay, so to use this Spark session, we need to import this. Okay, by default, when you install the Spark related libraries, right, you will have this Spark session. So you will just import that. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, it will create your Spark session. Okay, it's already there but it will customize your Spark session. Okay, so let it give a minute, so it will okay, it's created. You see just now, it won't print anything, it will just create it. Okay, let's try to print it and see what it will show. You see it says some object reference but we are unable to read, it's not formatable, so that's why it will enable it. Okay, so give me a moment. Now let's move to the next one. Okay. um, Customers data. Let's say this is customer data, sample customers data. I took this, I just generated this dummy data via the this chat GPT, so you can also generate this thing. Okay, so do not need to worry about this dummy data. You can pick any dummy data. Okay, let's run this. Okay, so customer data, it's a list of values. Okay, so out of let's take this list of values and try to give some schema to it. So how I'm giving the schema now? So let's say schema to it. Okay, so structure field, structure type. um, so structure field. Okay, so that's a keyword. You see it is throwing, it is giving red color underline rate. So why it's giving is this, I will explain in the schema. Okay, so this first values 1 2 3 4 5 600 belongs to customer, and the second value is Ravi Kumar, John, and all this belongs to names, customer names. And next part is India, next part is the age, next part is the sign up date. Okay, this is the customer's data. Fine. Now this 1 2 3 4 values belongs to which one? Integer type. Okay, integers. So think of an SQL, just like SQL. How you will create this? Just think of it's like an SQL, and this is what we will do in SQL as well, right? We will define the schema. Here also we are defining the schema, customer schema. Okay, what is that schema? Is, and first row is belongs to customer ID and it is integer type. Second row belongs to customer name and it's string type. Okay, third row is belongs to country, it belongs to string type. Okay, fourth row belongs to fourth column belongs to age is integer. Okay, and next one belongs to dates. Date is string type. Okay, for now we are going with the string type, but we can use a date type as well. Okay, so we will create this schema. But if you see here, this structure field and structure type are throwing an issue, and integer type, string type, and that means these functions or these options, these features are not yet imported. So let's import them. Okay, so let's take this and let's import this. So where is this? Okay, let's import this. See, now they are gone, right? They are gone. So without means in Python also, right? If you wanted to import something, you need to import. Otherwise, it will show an error, right? So let's run this. Okay, now no issues. Now let's create Spark data frame. Spark data frame is we discussed, right? So we are going with additives only, and we are never going to use data frames because by the Spark itself recommending us to use data frames only. So to create that, we will use this Spark. Spark means we just now created a Spark, right? This Spark dot create data frame, and then customers data and customer schema. Just give that data is equal to customers data. Okay, data is equal to customer data and schema is equal to customer schema. That's it. Now this will create an customer schema for you. Customers schema for you. Okay, so this will create. Now this customer df won't get created unless I call an action. That's what we discussed, right? Customers Spark is lazy evolution, and it won't get created unless I have this action in place, right? So this dot show is an action here. Okay, dot show is an action here. Action here. Okay, now let me run this. Okay, see, so you got the output. You see, table kind of structure. Customer ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and values, customer name, country, age, sign up date, everything. So you got every values. You was able to create this customer table. Okay. Similarly, let's create this orders data as well. Okay. So let me quickly create this orders data as well. I wanted to create before your class only, but I just wanted to show you how we will create this thing, just for practicing and all these practices. Okay. So. Okay, cool. So you have orders data, order schema, and orders as well. So these are the orders 101, customer ID. This customer brought this 101, and the also end date, so and so amount delivered electronics. Okay, it not it belongs to electronics. Okay, you can think of Amazon data. This is Amazon customer, this is Amazon orders data. Okay, now let's see what are the functions we can do on top of these things. Okay, so let me give you the show you the things. Okay, so first let's see basic inspection. Okay, what is basic inspection? Okay, let's see basic inspections. Basic inspection. What is basic inspection? That means the moment you read the data, you won't directly jump into displaying, jump into working on the data. Okay, so you need to understand the data first, right? So you know how to show the data. So how to see the data. If you use this dot show, it will give you the data. But now let's see what is print schema will do. So print schema means it. Let's say you somehow got the data from the data itself, schema from the data itself. Now you wanted to see how schema looks like. Then if you go and use this print schema, it will give you that. See, if you click on this data frame dot print schema, it will give you that. Okay, customer ID integer nullable is equal to true. Nullable in the sense means it can customer ID can be null. Okay, that's what it says. But if you change that here, false, that means, okay, I changed it to false and I rerun it again. Okay, it's order schema, order ID, I made it false. Okay, now let's go and see orders df here. Orders df dot print schema. Okay, so if I go and do it here, you see nullable is equal to false. But now if you as you made it false, now if you try to input an empty value into this orders id into this orders data frame, then it will fail because you made this nullable as true. So this is why this nullable we use in mostly in place of primary keys, right? So in primary case we will use this thing. Okay, now let's see one more thing. So columns. If you wanted to see what are the columns that present inside this orders.df columns, then just use this. Okay, orders.df dot columns. That's it. If you click on that, it will give you all the columns present in that orders.df. Okay, gives all columns present in it. Okay, now. mm, Okay, so now let's see count number of rows in that. Okay, number of rows in this customer df. Okay, if I go and run this, okay, see customer count is 8. So this df dot count, this is df, and if you put this dot count, it will give you the number of rows in that customer df. Okay, you see here, right, customer df. So how many rows? This is customer. There are 88 rows. So that's why it was key. Now in case of in orders.df, it's 110. I mean, sorry, 10 records from 101 to 110. Now let's see how many records there. Let's let me take this. Okay, orders count. What is that? For orders, we created an orders.df, right? Orders.df. Now let's run this. See, orders count got 10 number of rows, right? So that's how you will do count in here. Okay, so basic inspection, how many number of records present in that data frame, what is the data type, what are the nullable columns, what are the non-nullable columns, all this kind of stuff, what are the primary keys of the data frame, how the data looks like, all these things you need to inspect. So how you inspect, you will use these things. Okay, so that's one thing. Now let's try to filter the data frames, filter and use. Okay, because you need to do some filtering and all, right? So filtering. Okay, so let's try to filter it now. Let me take this. Look at this one. So customers df dot filter of customer df dot country double equal to India. So out of these records, right, there are customers coming from India, US, UK, China, UAE, right? They're different. But what if you wanted to find only the customers who belongs to India? Then you can use this dot filter, customer dot filter, followed by condition. Okay, customers df. In this customer df only, you are using this country column, right? So country double equal to India. So it will, if you run this, it will directly show you the customers who belongs to India only. Okay, so if you observe the syntax correctly, this is the df name. Okay, this is the column name, but I'm not passing the column name alone. I'm just passing the column name along with the df. Okay, maybe in future if you are going with the column name, right, so that it might cause some issues. So that's why we always specify maybe this country is present in one more data frame, one more data frame. Okay, then let's use this. If you use this customer df dot country, let's say orders df also has the country. Then if you use the country, it will has a dilemma whether it's ambiguous, right? Whether it can go to customer, it will go to orders or not. So that's why always better to use this customers df dot country. Okay, so let me show one more way. Um, let me show one more way too. Let me take this. Okay, Df. Now let's put one more way to access this country. Okay. Now let's run this. See, again this works, right? So here I gave dot country, here I gave customer of country, like our dictionary, right? Now let me take this again and put one more option. Let's go with column. Column, okay, column. Let's see it. So if you see column here, it's showing as red. Why? Because I meant to import my column. Okay, so from PySpark.sql import star. I'm importing all functions inside this thing. Okay, from functions. I'm importing all my functions. Now it won't show any issue. Still an issue. Okay, this name is incorrect. Because see, same output, but use different things here. Customer df dot country, customer df of country, column of country, right? So three different ways. Okay, so that's how you can filter it. Okay, now along with filter, let's say you can use this where as well. Okay, so along with filter, you can use this where as well. Hmm? Where as well. So same similar to filter. You can use where as well. But here where is bit kind of SQL thing. Okay. So you see amount greater than 500 and status is equal to table. Bit SQL kind of thing, right? So you are not passing the data frame dot column name. So even you can still go ahead and pass this as well. So let's say orders underscore df dot amount. Okay, and let me copy this again. I think ds spelling is incorrect. Okay, now again let me put this here. If topic status, okay, is equal to deliver is equal to show. Now let's run this. Let me see what it will be. Okay, it says an error. Right? That means we cannot use this thing here. Now let's go and use column here. Column of amount, column of this. Okay, now let's try to run this. Still an issue. Let me remove this thing. Okay, forgot the comma. Okay. Here the and I gave is incorrect. So here and should be like this. Okay. See, this is how you can do it. Okay, so you can use this and you can use column of amount of greater than 500, column of status double equal to delivered dot show. That's it. So this is similar to this filter only. So in filter also you can do similar kind of stuff. Let me take this. Okay, so now let me take this data from them. So hope you guys are following it. At least you, I know you are not aware of this coding and all, but it's up to you how you are going to practice. But try to grab the things. I mean, grab the like how I'm doing. Like when you start practicing, right? You can just go through this recording again and see how things looks, how you understand. Okay, so country double equal to which one? Let's say India. Is India spelling correct? Okay, so show some other and right. That shows another column of country doesn't. Okay, COENTR equal to India. It says column data Columbus Carlton. Acha, okay. So this country column itself does not present in this orders underscore df, right? It was present in which data frame, this customers underscore df, right? Now that's why it was looking for that customers df. I was calling it from the orders df, which is incorrect. So that's why it was failing. Okay. Now if you run it, you see same. You are able to do same thing, but it's just a filter and we're just different kind of stuff. That's it. Okay. So from here also, let's say from filter, let me put one more condition. Let's go to customer df and where you mentioned India, right? Let's take this customer ID. We got three values right now. Column of customer ID double equal to one. Okay. Now let's run this. You're supposed to get only that. It failed. Why? Because you cannot use and here. Hmm. Okay. So why it failed is I'm using two different conditions, right? So those two different conditions you need to put in this exact brackets. You see, um, here I'm having this in everything in single bracket, right? So instead of that, if you put a bracket here, open a bracket here. What is this? Escape. So if you put a bracket here, so instead of this, put a bracket here. Okay. Then one more bracket here. And if I go here and put a bracket here and close this bracket, let's close this bracket. Now it's fine. Whenever you're going with two different conditions, try to put the different conditions in different brackets. So this in one bracket, this in one bracket. Okay. So just try to put these things in brackets. Then you will be good. Okay. So that's one thing. So filter and all. So you have filter and all same thing here. So if you run this, it will work because I put everything in the brackets here. So brackets. This is the brackets. Okay. So that's how you do filters and using this where condition. Okay. So now let's see select and alias columns. Okay, let's see. We'll add code here. Okay, just copy this. Okay, now orders.df.select of this orders id amount status. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, now let me comment this first. So this is orders.df. I have these two columns, but this order ID I need to change it to order O capital ID capital, and this amount I wanted to change into order amount. Okay, then and I also not only that, if you observe clearly, I'm selecting only order ID and order amount, two columns here. But here I have how many columns? One, two, three. Let's say three columns. But I wanted to select only two columns. Okay, so I want to select only three columns. Then if I run it again, you see orders.df has how many columns? Orders.df has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. But here I'm doing the selection. Selection means select of order ID, amount, status. Right? That means you have only three columns. In the output, you will get only three columns. Okay. So if I run this, you see you are getting only three columns here. And if you wanted to change the name as well, then if you do this thing, okay, then this order ID. See, this order ID is converted into order capital ID. See, same row, same values. But this is, here it's order ID, here it's order O capital ID capital, and amount will become order amount. Okay, so that's what you will do column aliasing. Okay, so that's one thing. Now selecting an aliasing. Now let's see update columns. Okay, update columns. Go here, take this. Okay, now update, add or update columns. Okay, so now let's say with column. What is this with column? With column means whenever you see with column, just remember these are syntaxes. Okay, so we need to go through these concepts again and try to remember this syntax and all. So with column, what with column will do is, so it will try to check for this tax column. Okay, tax column, whether the tax column present in the orders dfs or not. If it presents, this statement will replace that column. Okay, if it does not present, it will create that column. Okay, remember. So what I'm saying is, if column will create new column if it does not exist, or override that column if it exists. Okay, if it exists, it will override that column. Okay, fine. So create new column new one if it does not exist, or override if exist. Okay, so let's say does the tax column present in the current df orders underscore df. Let's go and see. So where is this orders underscore df? See, this is orders underscore df. We have order ID, customer ID, order date, amount, status, and product category. We do not have any tax column there, right? Now it will create the tax column. And how we are creating the tax column? Using this amount column. So we are taking this amount column, and we using that, let's say this based on this amount column, and we are taking 0.1% as a tax. Okay, so 0.1% as a tax. So it will create that. Okay, now let's see. Okay, let me run this. As I'm not printing the show, it won't trigger anything. So show is the action here. Without action, it won't trigger anything. Right? See, you have this new column here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seventh column here. Seventh column is tax. That's how we build that based on this amount. So out of this amount, 10% became my tax. Okay, tax. Now let's try to add new currency column. Okay, currency column. Or and also at the same time, let's do one more thing. Out of this tax column is already present, right? Now use this and try to put this into, let's say, 50% as a tax. Okay, let's try to put this and also add at the same time add currency as well. Okay, let's add this currency. Let's see. You see, out of this 250, 125 became a tax, and currency will become 1 USD. Okay, so that's how it will replace the these things, and it will create a new columns. Fine. That's how you add or update the columns. Currently, we updated the column and we also added the column. Okay. Mm, let's see this grouping and averaging. So before that, let me show you this ordering as well. Okay, let's go one by one better. You won't get confused. Okay, let's go and see. So hope you guys are following, at least grabbing something, at least getting used to this type of functions. Okay, so let me try to import functions. Yes, exactly. Yes. Okay, fine. Import PySpark SQL import functions as F, not capital F. Okay. Now, here if you see, let me comment this thing. Okay, if you clearly observe, I'm grouping by customer ID and doing the sum of amount. Let's see what is that customer ID. See, grouping by customer ID. That means, where is this customer? You see, one customer one. Again, this product is bought by customer one. Okay. Now, how much amount he purchased with the how much amount? 250. Okay, and again here 300. That means 550 belongs to customer one. Okay. Now, how much does customer two purchased? So customer two is 450. Okay, and do we have any other thing? No. So similarly, customer three is 100 for the one delivery, and 120 for one more delivery. So that means customer three will becomes 220. Right? Similar way, if you wanted to see for all the records, okay, in production you have thousand lakhs of records, right? You cannot do this manual calculations. So that's when we will use this group by. So if you the moment you says group by, what happens is this entire data will be divided into groups. Will be divided into groups. Okay. So let me put these things into groups. Okay. Okay, groups. Let's take this one group, and where is one? This will become one group. Okay. Now let's take this three. Where is one more three? So here is the three. Okay. These two will become two groups. First group and second group. And this two, do we have anything? Four, we have anything? No. Five, six, seven, eight, no. These are single groups. So one column each for each group. Okay. Now, how many groups we have here? So this is one group, second group, third group, fourth group, five, six, seven, eight groups. Total eight groups. That means you're supposed to see eight values and their total. So here I'll 225, 400, all these things, but here it should be 275 and 110. Sorry, not these are the values, right? 550 to 20. Okay, let me run this. See, customer ID 550, this is 450, and this is 220, this is 800, this is 1, like that. So it grouped the values and it done the sum on top of that. Okay, now once this is done, let's move to next. Similar way, I want to do the average. Average. Okay, average. So let's see average. How much average amount of the value he is using. Now simple. Average of the delivered. Okay, I'm now doing via status based. Okay, so out of the status, right? So based on the status, we have four status here: delivered, cancelled, returned, pending. So based on that status, I'm just seeing the average amount. So out of the delivered, per each customer, let's say there are four customers purchased different products, and all those things are delivered now. That means the delivered amount, that means the amount I got from the customer is 360 on an average. From each customer I get this average amount for delivered, cancelled, returned, and paid. Okay, these are the those things. Now let's go and see next one. Okay, we wanted to do we wanted to do, let's say this status went here, this average amount went here, this sum amount went here, like that. So instead of that, you wanted to do everything in the single function, and we have this function called ag. Okay, ag, and there you can use this count, sum, average, and everything. Now this will give you everything in the same function, everything in the same single row. Okay, you do not need to do different times. See. Okay, you see here status, order count, total amount, average amount. Okay, if you observe clearly, here I'm doing it twice. That means this is first time. First time it will do group by and do sum on top of that. That first grouping. Then again it will discard all the partitions from the cluster. Now again it will take this and do again load the partitions and do this transformation, and again it will discard. Now, if I do it in this way, it will load the partitions only once and apply all these transformations once. Okay. In that way, you do not need to. Let's say here I am doing three transformations here, three aggregations here. I do not need to go for three different times loading the data and doing the aggregations. In the single loading, I can do all these aggregations, transformations on top of that data. Okay. So that's how you do grouping and aggregation. Now let's see join operations. So join operations, right? We discussed about the join operation. So let's go here. Take this. So join DF. Let's say I name my DF. Okay. So customer DF dot join orders DF on customer ID, because customer ID is the primary key to the customer table and foreign key to the orders table. So that's why I'm using this customer ID. Okay. And how I'm doing this join, inner join. What are the other options we have? Okay, other options we have is like full join, right? Full join, left join, right join, cross join. Okay, there are different joins present here. Okay, so full, left, right, cross, and you also have left anti. Okay, left anti, right anti, kind of joins as well. Okay, so these are different kind of joins available, but for now we are going with the inner join only. You can try just these joins as well. Okay, so join df dot customer df dot join orders df customer id inner. Okay, now join df dot select. Let's ignore for this, ignore this for now. Okay, now let's see how these things look like. Join df, you copy this, dot show. Okay, now let me run this. See, joined. Both are joined. So customer one, Ravi, India, is this is as an order ID of 101 on so and so date, amount, delivered, electronics category, tax, GST, everything. You got every detail for that order, right? Similarly, this customer again, Ravi Kumar has placed 101 on 105. Except Priya Sharma has placed 103 order. Priya Sharma also placed 110 order. Right? You have Sare detail, right? All details you got, right? So that's what this joining will help you to enrich your data, right? With the help of join, you just enrich your data. Okay. Now that's how you do these things. Okay. Now let's, but out of these columns I need only few columns, only few columns. I do not need all other columns. Then you can just select those columns. The moment you join the DF, right, you can just from select on top of that, and you have only this customer name, country, orders ID, amount. Only these columns you will see now. Okay. So go and do this thing. So you see customer name, country, order ID, amount. Only few columns. I do not need all 10 columns. I need only 5 columns. Then go with these 5 columns or 4 columns, whatever. Okay. Now let's try to do left join. Okay, left join. So customer df dot join of orders df, again on which operation you wanted to do, on customer ID. Okay, how you wanted to do, you want to do on left. Okay, then if you run this now, let me comment these two. If you run this now, if you run this now, you will see again this left join. Left join means, um, let's say 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. In this example you are getting everything, but in the real time, right, left join means you will get only left side values. I mean, only the records for the left side. Let's say in on the right side, let's say there is 110 order, sorry, not, let's say 120th order. Okay, but you won't see that 120th order here, because that 120th order is placed by, it is not placed by any of these 8 customers. It was placed by the ninth customer, but you won't see that thing here, because if you go and refer this what is left join, you will find these details. Okay, so you will get only the left side values and its enriched data, only that thing. Let's say if this for 8, even though it do not have any order, let's say this one order is not present, still you will see this in the 8th in the output, and these values as null. Okay, so you will still see that. But in case, let's say you have 111 record here, but you won't see that here, 111 record and all these values becoming null. No, you won't see it in the left join. Maybe you will see that in the right join. Okay, just research what is left join, what is right join, and you can understand things. Okay, um that's a joint related things. Okay, so now let's see limiting. So there are few advanced things that I will help, that I will help you on tomorrow. Now, okay, top n orders. Let's say you wanted to have top records. Okay, here I'm doing order by and limiting to 3. If I don't have this limit, let's see what happens. Okay, let me run this. See, I have all the records and it's ordered by amount. So 900, 800, 500, 450, 300, 250, like that 100. Okay, if I apply limit here, then what happens is you will get only 3 records, because I mentioned the limit here, right? Limit means it will take only the top three values. So in that way, in few cases, you do not need to check for, let's say you wanted to check whether this data frame is empty or not. You do not need to check for all the rows and see and then confirm it's empty or not. You will check for the first row, and if first row present, then it's an empty, right? In those cases, you will use this limit and all. Okay, that's how this limit will help you. And this is bit advanced that I will help explain it tomorrow. Okay, now let's take this. Some built-in functions. Okay, some built-in functions. So orders df dot select of. So I'm just making this upper. Upper means it will make your lower string into upper string. Okay, let's say you have L in small case, it will make it to the upper case. Okay, this upper will do that. This lower will make that upper case into lower case. Okay, so let's do this. Let's copy. Okay, see, delivered. So if you go and see here, uh, out of this delivered, only D is capital, everything is small. But if you go and see here, everything is capital, and in the products category, electronics, everything is small. But if you go and see here, product category, only that this is first letter is capital, right? But if you go and see here, everything is small, because I use the lower here, right? So that's what this will do. These are the inbuilt functions. Similarly, you have many inbuilt functions in PySpark. You can utilize those things. Okay. Now, now I'm just selecting the column of amount and just doing a round of. I'm just doing this column amount, adding just 5%. I mean, yeah, I think 5%. I'm just adding the 5% and just two decimal values. Okay, then I'm making it as a with the tax. Okay, now if I run this, uh, around is the Python function present here. So see, 250 rupees. Out of this 250, I'm just increasing just 5%. Okay, 5%. That means it became 262.5. Okay, 262.5. Okay, so in this way you will see this round function is applied on top of this column amount, and you made it decimal point to 2 decimal points. If I give 10 here, then you will see 10 decimal points. Okay, so what happened? Maybe it's not taking up to 10. Let's give some 5. Okay, if it's not taking up those things, let's give 5. Let's see. Okay, so see, it will round up to like let's say 8875, right? Only 3 decimals. So that means it got only that 3 decimals value, but it was rounding up to 3 decimals. Let me give this amount, 250.0 into 2 into 1.005. Let's say it will give some 2 decimals, then it will give you 2 decimals. Not definitely. If you say um, 0 here, I don't think you will receive any decimal point here. See, only 0 at the decimal, only 1 decimal. Let's say if you have 2, that means not more than 1 decimal. See, not more than 1 decimal. Now let's go with 2. See, not more than 2 decimals. Right? This will tell you not more than. Let's say I go with 4. 4 you will never see. So let's go with 3. Then you will have. Okay, so all are 2 and they are less than 3. So that is which is not more than 3. Okay, so this will help you to do those things. Okay, these are SQL functions. Sorry, PySpark functions available for you, built in PySpark functions. Okay, now see how we can do dropping and all. Okay, I know we are just running it just 8 more minutes. You'll be done with this. Okay, now orders.df of drop of status.show. Okay, so then in this orders.df, before that, let me print this orders.df. Okay, let me run this. Order ID, customer ID, order date, amount, status, product category, tax, currency. Okay, let's drop this currency now. I will take this, put this here, take this. Okay, now let me run this. It will drop the currency. If you see, it will drop the currency. There is no currency column here because it dropped my currency column. Okay, that will help you to drop the currency. If I wanted to drop multiple columns, status and product category at the same time, then I will use this thing. Okay, then I will use this thing. Let me take it here. Okay, same. Let's run it. Okay, see,
Ravi, sorry to interrupt. My question is that Veda is not joining.
she mentioned she has some call. She's in some meeting, so that's why she didn't join.
Okay, okay.
She pinged me.
So, what are the things, Ravi, we have covered till now?
Spark almost completed.
Okay,
So currently we are doing the practical on Spark. So today and tomorrow we
okay,
will be focused on Spark, and from the next
okay.
week we are going to start on AWS.
AWS. And PySpark means after that we are going to cover PySpark. It is
Spice,
included
no, this is a Spice Spark. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow we are including on the. Till now we focused
PySpark.
more on the Spark internals.
Spark,
So
okay.
now we are focusing on the PySpark coding and all. So I'm just showing. I'm just introducing. I'm pretty sure uh, they still need to get used to this syntax and all. But I'm
Yes,
just
yes.
giving the functions some very well used functions.
So
So
Databricks is free, na? Anyone can create their account and
they
they
can
can
create.
use.
They can create. I have the steps as well. I will share those steps with them. I
Yes,
was
yes, please.
yeah. I'll share those steps so they can use this and create this thing, and I will share this snippet as well with them. Then they can
Yes,
follow
yes.
all these things and let's see. But these are just basic things. They need to go and they need to do some research and all because we cannot do from scratch to advance. So I'm just giving the basic functions so they can go and they can
For
start
them.
practicing these things. So that's why I'm just
So my
introducing.
question is that all of you, so are you doing the practical things? So are you practicing? Karthik, Dipti, Arun, Anusha, you tell me. How much time you are spending for your personal study?
personal way of practicing.
Maybe it's 1.5 hour I'm spending.
Sorry, Dipti, I did not able
Your
to
Like,
hear
voice is
you.
too low.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, like per day, 1.5 hour. Like, yeah, I'm giving the time to study.
So, are you practicing the basic SQL, Python, everything?
Yeah, like I'm started for PySpark of now.
Okay, so no, before starting this PySpark, you should complete whatever earlier things Ravi has covered, right?
Yes.
Python, basic Python, SQL, and the architecture of the Spark also.
Yeah.
What about Anisa, Arun, and Karthik?
Yeah, I practice every day, at least 2 hours.
We have already started for it, ma'am.
So please try to give more time for practicing the codes so that you will be easily remember. And also the architecture part. So daily, we have suggested daily whatever documents he is sharing, you need to take the breakdown and daily you just go through the documents so that you can remember.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Correct, Ravi?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you, Ravi. You can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So this is how you will drop the columns. Okay, if you wanted to drop the columns, you can trigger this command. Okay, drop and list of columns you wanted to drop. So if you trigger this thing, then it will drop your columns. Okay, that's how you will do. Now after that so you wanted to handle null values. So how we are going to handle the null values? Let's say in the real time data, some places you will get some null values as well. So if you get those null values, you can use this filter function. So filter, what are the null values you got? Okay, so orders.df.filter of column of amount. Okay, so prefer any column. On top of that, you wanted to see, is there any not null value? So is not null, that means you will get only the records. Let's say you have 10 records. Out of those 10 records, it will go and check with this amount column. If that amount column is not null, then only you will get to see that row in the output. If that by any chance that amount column is null, then you will never be able to see it. Okay, that means null values we are not even considering. We are considering only the not null values. Okay, if I run this now you might be able to see all the rows, all the 10 rows, because we have everything. Every column has this 250. Let's see if 250 is not present, then you won't see this 101 record here. Okay, 101 order here. That's one way. Okay, now if you wanted to like filter. Okay, I found there is an null value, but you do not want to drop that row, then you can fill those values. Fill na will help you to fill null values. Okay, fill na will help you to fill null values. Let's say in the status you mentioned delivered, cancel, like that. What if the status is not present here, delivered is not present here, then it will keep it as unknown. Okay, and the amount value, so in the amount, let's say it is null, that means it will make it as to 0, because it's a integer column. This data type is integer, but if by any chance it's coming as null, which is not acceptable. So in those kind of scenarios, you will make it as 0. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So I will share you this document to you, so you can start and practice these things. Okay, so far, any doubts, anything? I'm pretty sure this PySpark code is bit different. It's kind of Python only, but bit different. These functions and all, you need to get used to it. But you can just start practicing slowly. Okay, once, but prefer your SQL and Python first. Then only you move to this PySpark. Okay, otherwise it will be very difficult for you. Okay. Now, in case of any doubts, we can discuss now. Not only this class, any class.
So Saturday, anyone is going to provide the demo? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Supposed to be
Yes,
audible.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So anyone can start. So next week also we can have a demo for other people. So anyone can start for any one topic.
Okay, ma'am.
So Ravi, I don't think anyone is interested for the demo.
Yeah, yeah. Even seems like we are pushing them, but
Ye-
uh, but the,
So
it's
any
up to
topic you
them.
are
See,
yes, yes, any topic you are considering as a easier, you can start from that one. Python, SQL, or anything is easier for you. Just start. So once you will start now, every week or after every class, you can have a 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes demo, right? So each people also get
even I'm telling them, okay, even if it's not prepared, also just try to
yes,
see basics, then try to come up with the demo. That's it. We are not
yes,
going to
yes, yes.
yeah, give marks to them. So just their purpose. It's a kind of a push, right? So then they can go and read something. If there is no push, they will never going to study those concepts, right? So if they can go and do some practice on top of that, then it will be easy for them to give the demo.
Yes, yes.
It's up to them, but it's
Anyone
like
on
a
Saturday, Deepti, uh, Karthik, Anusha, Arun. So if you do not have any exams or anything, you can start from the Python also, right?
yeah,
From the
any
SQL also,
topic which you are good at,
any
which you
topic.
feel you
Okay.
confident. Yeah,
Yes. If Spark is means difficult for you, anyway, you need to learn the Spark because if you are coming for the data engineering background, means you have to cover the Spark, right? So you cannot avoid those topics.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
You tell us by tomorrow morning. So after this call, you just decide among yourself that what topic you need to cover, at least for the 10 to 15 minutes, just start. So that every person can get the chance to deliver the demo.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. We discuss on that.
It is not that difficult. We are not judging that you do not know anything because you come here only to get the knowledge, right?
Yeah.
If you are doing the mistake also, no problem.
Okay, ma'am. We discuss on it.
Arun, are you ready for the Saturday?
Yeah, ma'am. Like we will decide and divide that topic on Saturday. We'll ready to give the demo.
Sorry, I got disconnected. So Arun and Anusa, you can
actually, I need to drop off. You guys can discuss and let me know when you're going to. Okay,
Okay, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, she'll. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
sorry, I'm getting connection issues. I'm getting disconnected from the calls. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Just could you please speak loudly, Dipti?
Yeah.
Yeah, we speak loudly there.
Due to some network issue, I don't know
Yeah, ma'am. Network
the
issue.
what issue I'm getting.
Yeah.
Network
Am I
issue, sir.
audible now?
Hello. ಹಲೋ,
ಹಲೋ.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತೈತಾ?
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. ನನಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇದು ಅದೇ ಗೋಳು.
ನನ್ನ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ?
ಹಾ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತೈತೆ.
ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ.
ಅವ್ರು ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್ ಮೀ ನೌ?
Yes, I'm getting some network issues. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, little bit breaking.
Yes.
Yeah, now
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yes, yes. So, do people are ready for the Saturday? Anything you can start actually, so that you will feel easier for the later topics. So, unless and until you are not starting, then it is each day will be difficult for you.
Yeah, if we took all the topic, she left. If we took all the topic, then it will take time. So, like we'll decide and we'll divide the topics each and every one, like for 6 page each. Is it fine, ma'am?
Hello,
Yeah, hello, ma'am. I'm speaking.
hello.
Can't you hear? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, Dipti. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're
Yes,
audible.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. So,
Yeah,
sorry, some network issue. I am getting
no problem.
disconnected again and again.
No
So,
problem, ma'am.
Karthik and Dipti, tell me.
Yeah, like
Is
yeah, if we
yes,
cover all the topic in Spark, it will take almost 45 minutes for each. Like so, better we divide the topic like 6 page or 5 to 6 page each. Is it okay, ma'am?
yeah,
So,
no
Dipti
problem.
will.
I am just telling you, just start.
Yeah.
Right? You five people are there.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
each divide one topic. Okay. Okay. You take one part of the Spark.
Yes.
Dipti can take one part. Karthik can take one part. Veda will take one part. So in that way you can distribute. Okay. There are six topics are there. You can split among yourself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it will be easier for you also to go through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. Sure,
We'll
sure. Okay.
decide and we'll let you know.
Okay.
So you just start, right? You don't have to judge anyone. Okay, able to uh, tell the topics correctly or not, so that you get the confidence, right? So
Yes.
whenever you'll face the real interviews, that time you will not afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So Veda, you are not available for the call. Are you going to Veda? Are you able to
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
So
I
are you
just
going
reached
through the
home, ma'am.
recordings? Okay, oh no, that's fine. You just check the recordings. Anyone who is missing the class, after the class, whenever people are getting any time, just check the recording and start practicing. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you people to remember all those things, because there are so much contents are available in the net also. So whenever we will go through the topics, we will think that okay, it is easier for us. Okay, it is very easy. But when practically we'll ask someone to describe, then people cannot describe as simple things, because people do not have the real practical experience. So once you will do the practical, so that you can take any existing projects or small projects, and you can work for small projects, so that you will get all ideas.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, ma'am.
it will be good that if people will start from the Spark, because you need to remember the architecture of the Spark, because very important. Whatever document Ravi has said, just take the printout. Okay, because every time you cannot check from the screen, right? Mobile. If you are checking from the mobile or anything, you can divert your mind. You can check other things, right? Instagram or Facebook or whatever you do things. So just take the printout and read it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So what time on Saturday people are deciding for the class?
On morning only we've decided based on
Morning
any.
only, na? Okay, okay. So after the class only, so you can start the demo. It may be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's fine. You just start. If you want to complete the whole Spark architecture by dividing among yourself, 5 people are there, 5 concept, each 10 minutes you can cover, that's also fine. So it is not going to be only one demo. Next time also you practice, you can tell. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we can end the call here. So whatever things he has said today, so you need to remember, you need to practice, because these are the concepts you need to use while practically you are going to use in your projects. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So next week actually I will not be available for the whole week. Okay.
Okay.
So if anything is there, you can send any messages in the WhatsApp. Okay. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Chalo. Bye. Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night. Eh? Bye.
ఒడిగా ఉండాలని అప్పుడే వచ్చినాను